Hello and welcome to the Gale Blade News. A woman died and 4 people were injured when a crane collapsed onto houses and a block of flats which were being built in London. The 20-metre crane crashed onto the development and 2 terrace houses in Compton Close, Bow, before 2:40 British Standard Time. The woman was found on the first floor of one of the houses and died at the scene. 4 others were injured, including 2 people taken to hospital for head injuries. A police blockade remained in place. The crane collapsed where a block of flats were being built in Watts Grove and crashed onto 2 adjacent houses. A woman whose home was one of those damaged said she and her family were so lucky to be alive. The way that everything fell, if my brother or sister had been in their rooms, which is where it hit directly, I just cannot bear to think about it, she said. The woman, who asked not to be identified, described the sound of the collapse as being like an earthquake, adding that she had been left traumatised by what had happened. Another witness described feeling the ground shake when the crane collapsed. DJ Munro, who lives nearby, said he heard the metal of the crane crushing against the scaffolding and then the wood crushing in the house. A video posted on social media showed a terraced house with part of the roof collapsed. Eyewitness Bridget Tierney said she believed the crane driver had escaped safely. The crane that collapsed was being used by Swan Housing Association and NU Living at the time. A spokeswoman for Swan Housing Association and NU Living said they were deeply saddened by an incident that occurred at our Watts Grove development site this afternoon. Our staff on site to provide to the emergency response and the investigation. Jerry Swain, National Officer for Union Unite, said there had to be an urgent, full and complete investigation into the circumstances that led to this incident. He added the preliminary findings of which must be released in weeks rather than months or years in order to ensure that similar accidents are avoided in the future. London's ambulance service tweeted to say it had a number of crews and specialist resources at the scene. LFB Assistant Commissioner Graham Ellis said securing the house had been a complex rescue operation. Mr. Ellis said our urban search and rescue crews undertook a complex rescue operation and used specialist equipment to search the properties. London's Mayor Sadiq Khan said the collapse was a tragedy and his heartfelt condolences go out to the family of the victim who died. We must ensure the lessons are learned on so an accident like this never happens again, he added. So what do you think of this incident? I was seeing from some of the reports that I've seen say that actually throughout the day the crane had been unsturdy, it didn't look right, there were issues prior to the incident, which, if they'd been taken into account, might have led to a different circumstance, but then we'll never know whether that's true or not, or whether that would actually have made much of a difference. Whatever you think, leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.